Hello traders. Let's be brutally honest. 99% of trading gurus promising a 90% win rate are outright scammers. That does not exist in real trading. On this channel, I show you a realistic 65% win rate strategy. And yes, you will see me lose trades because losing is a normal part of this business. If you want the raw, unedited truth about trading, let's dive into the charts. I am currently waiting for a break of structure, and once I see it, I'll find and mark my zone. Don't forget that you need to be patient. I finally see what I need to see, and now it's time to find my zone and wait for a return and confirmation inside it. I always mark my zone based on the last opposite candle before the market started its impulsive move. Now I have to wait for a return to my zone and look for confirmation. Without confirmation, I never open a trade. This is a nice confirmation for me that the zone respected the price, and the candle gave me the signal to enter the trade. I always enter trades with a 1 to 2 risk to reward ratio, so I risk 1% for a 2% reward. Now I'll let the market run and we'll see how it plays out. Whether this trade is a win or a loss, it's all part of the game. As I mentioned earlier, no one wins 100% of the time. In this case, my prediction was right and I made 2%. In a few seconds, we'll look at another trading example and see how the next trade plays out. So, as always, I am waiting for a nice move that will create a break of structure. I always need to have enough patience. I got it, and the market made a nice break of structure. Now, I need to find my zone and wait for the price to return to it. I always look for the last opposite candle after which the market made an impulsive move. Now I just have to wait for the price to return to the zone and see a confirmation. Without the price returning to the zone and showing me confirmation, there is no trade for me to take. As you can see, the price came back and touched my zone. Two opposite candles gave me the signal to enter the trade. I always stick to a 1 to 2 risk to reward ratio, meaning I risk 1% for a 2% gain. Let's take a look together and see how it turns out. In this case, the price went in my direction for a while, but then it reversed and hit my stop loss, resulting in a minus 1%. Like I said, this is part of trading and losing a trade is completely natural. You can't judge trading based on a single trade, but on a large series of trades. Any guru who claims to have a 90% win rate is a fake. Let's move on to the next trade. As always, first we need to wait for a nice move with a clear break of structure. If I don't see what I want on the chart, I just wait and do nothing. Sometimes it takes more time for the market to show what I'm waiting for. You just need to wait and not force something that isn't really there. finally got it. We can see a clear break of structure. So now, I'll find my zone, which I always mark based on the last opposite candle followed by a nice market move. I must wait for the price to return to my zone and show me confirmation to enter my trade. A nice return to my zone followed, the price stopped in the zone, and I got confirmation for my entry with a nice candle in my direction. Just like always, I stick to a 1-to-2 ratio. I'm putting 1% on the line to make 2%. If I want to keep my win rate consistent, this is something I can never change. In this case, I would probably start thinking about moving to break even by shifting my stop loss to 0 to prevent a loss. And there we go. Another take profit, which means plus 2%. So far I've hit 2 take profits and 1 stop loss, so I am up 3%. Let's jump into our final trade example for today, and then we'll do a quick recap at the end to see the total results. This is the last trade for today. I need to wait for a nice move that will create a break of structure. I have to wait until I see what I need. In the meantime, while we wait, you can hit the subscribe button if you want to support me. I finally see what I've been waiting for. The market showed me a nice break of structure, and now it's time to mark my zone based on the last opposite candle before the market made the impulse. Now I am waiting for the price to return to my zone, and I always wait for confirmation as well. The price returned, nicely touched my zone, and I immediately see confirmation from a nice green candle, which I will use to enter the trade. I always use 1% for risk and 2% for reward. Let's look together at how today's last trade turns out, and we'll do a summary at the end of the video. After this big red candle against me, I would definitely move my stop loss to break even, meaning to my entry price to protect my capital. Now this trade is running risk-free. As you can see, I got lucky again and hit my take profit, which means plus 2% of my capital. Now let's do a quick calculation to see how I finished today.